George St-Pierre, a UFC welterweight champion, a UFC middleweight champion, and the title for the most wins in the UFC welterweight division, has a lifestyle that many dream of. A fan favorite in the MMA world, GSP is still around, and every once in a while you'll hear a rumor of him coming back to the octagon. Although now in his 40s, he still maintains an incredible physique and continues to train daily, leading many to believe that he'll continue to be competitive in the fighting world. Whether or not that's true, his lifestyle and net worth are beyond what many top fighters earn, and he's able to spend his time doing whatever he wants instead of putting his health in danger again inside the octagon. In this video, we'll go through the fights that made GSP's career, his net worth, lifestyle, and what he's doing today. Please give this a thumbs up and a like, and if you're a fan of George St-Pierre, let us know what you like most about him in the comments below. Now let's get started. Number 1. The fights that made GSP's career. A famed career follows St-Pierre, and you only need to look at his last couple of fights before his retirement to see. He has had wins over other famous fighters like Michael Bisping, Johnny Hendricks, and Nick Diaz, just to name a few. All of his last fights were against champions or title contenders, and not only did GSP come out on top, he dominated. Rush St-Pierre is known for being a competitive person, saying in an interview that, "I'm a very competitive person, a very proud person. I wanted to get back immediately for a rematch and have a chance to redeem myself." Not only did he face his losses, but he challenged them head on and was able to avenge the only 2 losses on his record, one to Matt Serra and the other to Matt Hughes. He also did it in dominant fashion and got the win the same way where he lost, which shows him overcoming his fear and transcending even further. His last loss was also in 2007 to Matt Serra, and since then he's only had a winning record, which in itself is incredible. His biggest fights in terms of pay-per-view was against Nick Diaz at Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. Here, he defended his title against one of the greatest sibling fighters and Strikeforce welterweight champion. It was a fight that continued to show GSP's dominance in his division, but also put a spotlight on Canada and the great fighters coming out of the country. After defending his title another time in 2013, GSP vacated his title and left the sport for 4 years, going through an ACL surgery in 2014 and then renegotiating his contract. A deal was completed and St-Pierre would make his return to fight against Michael Bisping for the middleweight belt. This was prime Bisping, who was coming off of a 5-win streak against other elite fighters such as Anderson Silva, Luke Rockhold, and Dan Henderson. Rush St-Pierre was able to take on Bisping early in the rounds and submit him, earning the middleweight title and performance of the night. This showed the world that GSP was still considered a great in the sport and could compete with top fighters in either the welterweight or middleweight division. Although he still looks shredded in his recent viral videos on exercising, GSP seems to have called off any chance of returning to the octagon. MMA fans have relished the thought of a fight between GSP and Khabib, as well as any other top fighters such as Conor McGregor. But we'll need to tone down those expectations, as not only has GSP announced his official retirement, but he has been also inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. Number 2. Net worth and earnings. It is estimated that George St-Pierre's net worth is upwards of $30 million, and possibly even more given that he has dipped his toes into the business side with interesting partnerships and sponsors. $7 million were earned from the later parts of his career as many people tuned in to see his 13-win streak. 2 of his mega fights, one against Nick Diaz and the other against Johnny Hendricks, where he earned a majority of his purse and pay-per-view payouts. In addition, GSP has been affiliated with huge brands such as Under Armour, NOS, Electronic Arts, Affliction, Reebok, and Bacardi. It's estimated that he's made over $1 million per fight from these sponsorships alone, and even more through endorsement deals, licensing deals, and other memorabilias. As many top fighters have done with their careers, they've used their seed money to invest and further increase their wealth. In GSP's case, he's used his fame and influence to launch his own fitness app called TouchFit. He's released a book titled The Way of the Fight, and even partnered with O2 Industries to develop one-of-a-kind fitness respirators. If it's not evident enough, Rush St-Pierre has not taken any time off at all and just redirected his time in the gym to focus on his other ventures. This is great to hear for MMA fans, as we love to see the continued success of GSP, even though he won't be in the ring again. Number 3. Lifestyle, home, and cars. Being not only a famed fighter, but a smart businessman has its perks. GSP gets to live a lavish lifestyle with luxury cars such as a Range Rover and a Lamborghini. If you didn't know, a Lambo's base price usually starts at around $200,000, and some can double that once the extras are all included. George St-Pierre has also owned several homes, the biggest one located where he currently resides in Montreal. It's estimated that the cost is over $4 million, and that he shares this with his rumored girlfriend and baby mama, Divine Kiersey. Alright, using his influence and fame, GSP has also shown up in many films throughout the years. This includes the famous Captain America: The Winter Soldier movie, as well as other new TV episodes released of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Here he plays as George Baltrock, a supervillain who is a mercenary and master of a French kickboxing sport known as savate. Check out some of these awesome clips with him. Number 4. Life outside the MMA world. While not choking out fighters in the UFC octagon or playing as a villain in a Marvel movie, GSP also runs his own charity and foundation. The GSP Foundation has 3 simple goals: to help the youth, to stop bullying, and to promote physical activity in schools. St-Pierre has gone on record to share his story of being bullied and then meeting his bully in real life years later. It goes to show that no one, even this famous fighter, has lived the perfect life. We all have to get through our own trials and adversity to get to where we are. Check out this clip.
On the street in Montreal, it's like in the evening. I see a tall guy coming at me, and he begged for money. Put down my window. This guy, I swear it's true story, is the guy that used to bully me in school. Whoa. I don't want to say his name, but I say, hey, wait a second, I park my car, park the car, go talk to him. He's like, what the hell you doing here, man? He's like, and he thought I would be angry because when he see me, he saw his reaction, like shoot, like now I'm world champion, you know, right. Like I can beat him up, you know. Right. Back in the day, he was like 3 years older than me, was bigger, he was beating me up in the bus, this guy. Now he see me, he's like kind of a scare. I get out of my car, he don't know if he should run or not. So I go to him, I say, what you do here, man? He's like, he's like, yeah, I know, but things doesn't go well for me, you know. I was like, all right. It's like, man, you're a tall guy, you're good looking. He's like, what you doing here, man? It's like, I give him what I have left on me, you know. Like I don't remember, like 100 something. You know, I give him. I say, get out of here, man. It's like, you're full of potential. It's like, get out of here, man. Like, when I was young, when I wanted to be like you, you're a tall guy, man. You're good looking. It's like full of potential.
GSP has had an incredibly successful MMA career, and he's now becoming a business mogul as well as famed actor. He has used his career to build his brand, business, and also give back to the community in the form of his foundation. Let us know what you like the most about GSP. Is it his incredible win streak? Is it his ability to transition from being an actor and a businessman? Or possibly his bullying story? Thanks for joining us in this lifestyle video of GSP, and we'll see you on the next one.